This is Venice, and we see the spectacular St. Mark's Campanile, the Doge's Palace, and the Piazza San Marco from here, and St. Mark. And this is Santa Maria della Salute, and this is where Grand Canal is meeting the Giudecca Canal. And if you go back just at the top of the Campanile from there, the bells were ringing. And this is looking at right here, it's spectacular. This is the San Giorgio Maggiore Church, and that's the Giudecca Island and the Redentore Church. So this is Venice. This is the inside of a vaporative water stop, and we're waiting for the vaporative or the water boat to go to San Marco. Vaporetto. This is a Vaporetto stop, and we see how it's held and goes up and down. Yeah, it's really yeah, this goes up and down. And these are the typical Vaporetto stops, just like bus stops for buses on the road. Here, because the road is water, so you have the Vaporetto stops for the. This is a Zitelle stop. So this is the total tour of the Vaporetto stop. It's really very heavy today. We are in Venice, and this is the starting point of the water taxi. It's called Vaporetto, and yeah, because Venice is a city on water, the whole thing, the traffic stops here, and then everything starts on water actually, because everything on Venice is on water from birth to death. Like the hospitals are on water, canals, and then when a person dies also is on water. The library is on water. So this is the line, Vaporetto line, that goes to the Giudecca Island. Venice is actually divided into 6 they are called sestieri or sub-districts or districts, and then these are very small, because Venice itself is very small, right? And then these are very small, and then that's where we sit. It's a beautiful, yeah, it's a place to sit here and then enjoy the beautiful. This is how the canal on Venice looks like. This is going towards the Giudecca. So there are actually 4 bridges on Venice. One is behind us on the Grand Canal, so to speak, not on this thing. And then this place is called the Piazzale Roma, and this is where the buses practically terminate and all the other motor vehicles terminate. From here the real water Venice begins. So we are in the Vaporetto, the water taxi. So there are different water lines, and so yeah, this is going on the water lines is like that's what Venice is all about, right? And yeah, this is a small people mover. This is actually called a people mover. It is a very small thing, and yeah, it is moves between two of these stations. It's Piazzale Roma is one, and then Tronchetto is the other one. Yeah, it moves between these two places. Venice today is actually very cold, and so this is a people mover. What we are seeing above is a people mover, and of course this is a bridge. And then it moves between these two places, the Piazzale Roma and the Tronchetto. Tronchetto is where external buses leave, and Piazzale Roma is where the city buses and airport buses and other buses come. And probably the one line that I was also seeing, the tram tracks or the electric, and then yeah, this is the people mover. This is a people mover. Yeah, this is a people mover. It moves between two small destinations called the Tronchetto on this side and the Piazzale Roma bus stand, or the last point for motor vehicles on the other side. And now we are yeah, this is more of this people mover, how it looks. So we had approached the first stop, Tronchetto in Venice, and yeah, that's what it is. Instead of road, water is the road here, so that's how you have to imagine. And the first stop is called Tronchetto Mercato. Mercato is a trade place, so Tronchetto, commercial place or trade place kind of is the meaning. So like bus stops, these are, I love them very much. These yellow kind of, people can wait inside because it's cold, right? And then they can wait inside these bus stops. This is one is entry. There are two bus stops here, so just like apart from road, it's water. Instead of road, it's water. So that's how the Venice is structured around. We are seeing the Vaporetto on the other side. Yeah, these Vaporettos are the water buses. Yeah, that's what they are. I was looking if the people mover will come over, but it's not coming over. Anyway, we just see the people mover bridge. This is the from Tronchetto to Piazzale Roma is the people mover in Venice. Seeing the people mover bridge more clearly now, and I'm just waiting to see if there is any vehicle that comes along. The people mover comes along actually, but it just runs between two stations. It's the Tronchetto that we are now, and Piazzale Roma, which is the end point for buses and everything motor vehicles. Previously the cruise ships used to dock, and now they had taken away cruise ships from the center of Venice. So so they are outside because of the flooding and other problems kind of with the cruise ships. Because Venice is very sensitive. More water is dangerous for Venice. Even less water is also dangerous for Venice. These are like the previous cruise ships berthing spots in Venice. Now we are just starting to see the beginning of real Venice buildings. So it's very misty today, so it's not really so clear, but the one with the book kind of is probably the Academia building, or bridge in Venice. This is the general pattern of Venice. This is the real Venice buildings, yeah. is the Giudecca Balanca station. Giudecca is a bit removed island from the main Venice. So Venice, this is Venice exactly. This is a typical look and view of Venice. This is the Santa Maria della Salute Church. It's very spectacular. We just have the first view of the Campanile, the San Marco. It's called the Piazza San Marco, or the St. Mark's Campanile. Today is because the weather is a bit hazy. So otherwise, it's the most beautiful structure in the world. I would say one of the most. This is the Redentore Church. It's also one of the most spectacular churches. This is the Redentore Church, a bit bigger. It's a spectacular church again. Venice has so many spectacular churches and buildings. So we just got off the Vaporetto from the Piazzale Roma, then Tronchetto, and then a couple of other stops, and then we are in the Zitelle. So this is how general Venice looks. It's like Calle is the street, Calle Michelangelo. Yeah. So this is the typical view of Venice. I'm in Venice, yes, in the Giudecca area. This is Venice, yes. Santa Maria della Salute, and then the Campanile, the San Marco Campanile, St. Mark's Campanile. This is a vegetable shop in Venice. And, yeah, it's really beautiful. Today is hazy, so and cold and hazy. So that's otherwise it's really very beautiful. These are the normal buildings in Venice. Look like the other side. This is the Giudecca side, and then we see the Vaporetto water taxis. And yeah, we are moving towards our hostel now. So this is how Venice in general looks like. Piazza San Marco, and then yeah, this is how it is. Ostello Venezia, this is how it looks. Generator, yeah. This is the place.